So make sure you have your composition book in front of you and that you are taking notes on the slides with the sun stamp in the corner. Here we go. Please write this down. The slope is a vertical change over the horizontal change. We are comparing how things change in the y compared to the change in x. Otherwise, we usually call that rise over run. When we're talking about rise, we're seeing how much it goes up and down, and then for the run, how much it's going right to and left. Please draw or quickly sketch these slopes. A positive slope looks like this, where we're seeing that the line is going up as it goes to the right. In negative slope, you'll see it will be decreasing, going down as you go to the right. We say that a line has a slope of 0 when it is horizontal, and a slope is undefined when the line is vertical. You can use 2 points. Here we'll say that the first point is x1, y1, and the second set of points are x2, y2. And you can use these 2 points to find the slope by using the slope formula of the change over y over the change over x. So this is what I mean. You do not need to copy it on the top, but make sure you show the work for the bottom portion. So to find the slope of the line that passes through -2, -3, and 4, 6, use that slope formula that we just saw, and let's go ahead and just say that, okay, x1 and y1 will be represented by -2, -3, and x2, y2 will be represented by 4, 6. I'm going to plug that into the formula that we had talked about. You get something like this. Go ahead and solve. It comes out to 9 over 6, and when you simplify that, it becomes 3 over 2. So the slope of this line is 3 over 2. This is now where we're going to talk about, where we get to people were asking, should we change it into a decimal? We want to leave it as a fraction because the slope, the form for slope, we're usually seeing it in fraction form like this. So then we say that the slope of the line that passes through the 2 points, is 3 over 2. The first problem, just listen and watch what's going on, and then the second problem, then you'll go ahead and try on your own. We can also find the slope of a line by looking at the graph. There's 2 ways to do this. But the first step would be to go ahead and choose 2 points on the line that has a clear intersection. For example, I see that at 0, 1, it clearly crosses right through that intersection. And then at 3, 4, this graph is a little bit off, but we're going to say that it crosses exactly through 3, 4, 3, -4. The next step would be then to look at the graph to find the slope. So I'm going to start at 0, 1, and since slope is rise over run, I first want to see how many units I need to go up or down. If I start at 0, 1, I need to go down to get to 3, -4. If I count how many units I go down, I need to go down 5 units. And then to get the run part of it, I need to count how many units to the right we're going, and that's 3 units to the right. Now when you write your slope though, because we went down, that's a -5, and when we're going to the right, that's a +3, and we say that the slope is -5 over 3, but of course we know that when it's a negative number, you can also write it as just -5 over 3. The second method to do this is to use a slope formula, we're going to say that this is what each of the points stand for, and if I plug it into the slope formula, again, it's the same answer, and that's what it should be. Our slope is -5/3. Notice that even if you switched the points that you're using as x1, y1, and the points that you're using as x2, y2, you're still going to get the same slope. For example, for this one, let's go ahead and switch those points and say, okay, for x1, y1, it will be represented by 0, 1, and then for y2, x2, y2, use 3, -4. If you try that in the slope formula, you're still going to come out with the same slope. Okay, try this problem on your own. Look at this graph and using the two different methods that we just talked about, find the slope. If you need more time, just pause the video and keep working. If you are done at this point, let me show you the answer. The slope here is just 2. In other words, it's +2/1. Go up 2 and then over 1. Okay, this is the last slide. You need to write down the notes and say two parallel lines have the same slope, and the slope of two perpendicular lines are negative reciprocals of each other. Tomorrow when you come back to class, we'll actually talk about these two things and how it relates with slope, and we'll do some practice problems on it. Okay, thanks guys.